Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back, of course, to the Time Bomb channel. Hope all is good in your part of the world. Excellent Elite Spanker wallet. Oh yes, you heard that right. So rather than buy more watches in the AliExpress sales, I went with more wallets. A man needs at least several wallets in my view. Plus, when I saw the brand name, Excellent Elite Spanker, I thought, hell yeah, who doesn't need an Excellent Elite Spanker right there in their pocket? Stop the rustling for a second. It's sort of a Bill and Ted's versus Porkies catchphrase mashup, really, isn't it? Anyway, and there's part of me that absolutely prays with all my heart that these guys knew what they were doing when they chose the brand name, or am I wrong? I mean, you can't seriously expect me to believe that you've chosen Excellent Elite Spanker as a brand name and you have zero zip idea of what it means in other parts of the world. You just imagine yourself flopping this on the bar in the pub and watch the eyebrows rise and the knowing nods and winks echo around you. Anyway, enough waffling. So the label on here, as you'll note, says name card holder. However, on the website, it said these are wallets. So let me just get the silicone out of there. Just pause there and find the scissors. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I'm saying let me try and find the scissors while I'm sitting here with the Victorinox on the table. That's why I can't find it. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, website says wallets, and there's that was me just testing them out there. Let me just take that out. I haven't been given a tip. I don't work with these guys or anything like that. So as always, I bought this stuff with my own money. There was one thing I wanted to reference on here, which is on the black one of these two. It's just the black multicam. They suggest that it is combat proven camouflage. Not quite sure which theatre of war or which theatre in Soho that was tested. Sadly, the OD green doesn't receive the same sort of testing boast, so we'll just have to assume that that one dropped short. Let me grab some cards here, throw in so we can see what we're looking at. So essentially, you've then got the two external pockets. You slip your cards in there. They fit absolutely perfect and just hunker down almost beneath those shoulders. So something coming through there. There it sits. Ah, I didn't see that when I looked at it before. Okay. All right. So yeah, that completely changes my perception, because when I was testing this earlier, just to make sure I was seeing what I was doing, I put the card in here, and I was thinking, it sort of sits a bit awkward with that flap. Just because you can't really, there isn't space to get it over the top. So clearly there aren't really four slots in here at all, because there's just the two, because as you can see, that one comes through the other side. Not the best design in the world, because yeah, you can either insert your card and it goes all the way through, or you get lucky and you find a hole here, thus leaving your I've got some Vietnamese dong here. Yeah, almost makes you a millionaire. And who better than Ho Chi Minh's Grinagog to demonstrate the cash insertion in a wallet. We'll just leave him poking out there a little bit. Yeah, so I think, yeah, the externals work quite well. I mean, I haven't tested how many cards you can get in here. So that's 2 man-sized credit cards. That's 3 man-sized credit cards in each side. And then it probably starts becoming a little bit bloated, if that's the right word to describe it. Yeah, you can get 3 in there comfortably. I think any more than that and you're going to be faffing around rather a lot, try to get them out. So yeah, probably 3 on each side is the max. Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much it. The material itself, again, difficult to explain this to you in a video. It's almost redundant, stupid for me to say it, but the material does feel really very, very clean and decent. It's got an excellent tactile sense to it. The corners, yes, they are a little bit sharp, but I'm not too bothered about that. I don't think it's going to be digging in your leg or anything, because yeah, they are bendy. It's just that they're noticeable because it is so brand new. The stitching, I don't know if you can see the stitch, which one you can see the stitching better on. This black multicam, not really. Let me throw out some close-ups here, because I mean the stitching is in a brilliant straight line. I mean, you know, whoever did that needs a pay rise, because that's some quality stitching. But the downside to it is, and you can just see where some of the little threads have already started to come a little bit tangled. I don't think they've used very expensive thread in there, so God knows how long this thing is actually going to last. It seems a real shame, because if they used a better thread, you know, these things, you know, you might get a couple of years out of them. Admittedly, these only cost me about £5 each, so yes, we do need to adjust our expectations of longevity accordingly. But yeah, it's just a bit sort of frustrating buying something, using it, liking it, and then much later on you got to go, doesn't work anymore, so yeah, I need to buy another one. It's kind of not what I like to do. I like to buy one, use it, and be happy with it. Yeah, the multicam is much darker in person. The black multicam much darker in person than it was on the picture in the website. The picture in the website, it almost had a slightly more chocolate chippy aspect to it. But of course, the contrast between the two, on the dark one, the branding does stand out a lot more. Again, as you can see from these, how they sit in my hand, and then the also with the size of the cards, these slip into your pockets without any issue whatsoever. So yeah, no bulges, minimalist carry, as you need. The brand sort of makes other sort of tactically labelled kit, such as, you know, sort of, you know, chest rigs, and you know, sort of tactically based, you know, backpacks, that kind of thing. I like the fact that they also make fur missile accessories. Good to see these guys not getting forgotten. And then of course there's a few token man bags also thrown in there. Pricing wise, they're not overly competitive, as many other vendors on AliExpress offer similar items at far lower prices. So I'm guessing these guys are working on the quality of the product. Material wise, I would agree there. Stitching wise, I'm going to have to see what it's like in a couple of months of use. The website mentions something about sur reveal. Yep. And so let me just say this: Excellent Elite, if by some random coincidence of the planets aligning you do get to watch this video and you want help with language correction, please just drop me an email and I'll be glad to help out in any way that I can. And the only thing that I would ask in exchange is one of these t-shirts, which I would wear with mirth. I will be certainly putting these things to test, because, as I say, there's something I like about them in hand. They feel absolutely brilliant. I'm just very worried about that stitching, and as soon as it starts to come apart, I mean, I guess you can fix it pretty quickly yourself, you know, needle and thread. But yeah, is that what you want to be doing? Anyway, for a £5. Yeah, so Oliver, one of my nephews, is going to be getting one of these for Christmas. I hope he enjoys it whilst it stays together, and that he and his mates get a good giggle out of the brand name, as will I. I'll keep you posted as to how these hold up. Let me know your thoughts of the brand name and also the style of the wallet. And thanks as always for your time and your view, and I'll catch you all in the next vid. Cheers, guys.